Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start our next chapter number 3, that is about understanding quadrilateral. Before starting discuss about quadrilateral, first we discuss about polygons. Okay? First introduction of this chapter is first is polygons. What are polygons? Means a simple closed curve made up of only line segments. Now here one word is line segment. What is line segment? Line segment which having two endpoints. This is one endpoint, this is second endpoint. This AB line is called line segment. And what is polygon? Polygon means a simple closed curve which is made up of line segment. Means, for example, this is a closed curve made up of line segment. So this is polygon. Okay, and see now this figure, this is not polygon because this is not closed figure. Okay, these ends are open. Now this is closed figure, this is a polygon. So polygon is a simple closed curve which is made up of line segments. Understood? And poly or gun, these two words included in this word, poly and guns. Poly means many and guns means sides. Means that figure having many sides, that is called polygon. But polygon is a closed curve made up of only line segment. Understood? Okay. Now how we can classify these polygons? Means according to their names. Means we classify polygons according to the number of sides they have. Okay, means how we can classify the polygon? First count the number of line segment, then we can name that polygon according to the number of sides or the number of vertices they have. See, in this polygon, first one is this one. We all know this is triangle, and in this triangle how many sides? 1, 2 and 3. 3 sides. This is polygon, and in this polygon here 3 sides, and this name is triangle. Okay. Now next one is, see this. In this is also polygon because this is a closed curve, and in this how many sides? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This figure have 4 sides, and this is called name as quadrilateral. This is our topic name, quadrilateral. Our chapter name is quadrilateral, in which we discuss about 4 side shape figures. Okay, 4 side figures about known as quadrilateral. Quadri means 4. Quadri means 4 sides. Now if some polygon having 5 sides, some having 6 sides, some having 7, 8, 9. So what are their names? The polygon which having 5 sides. See, this polygon having 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the name of this figure? Pentagon. Penta means 5, gun means sides. Understood? Now if a polygon having 6 sides, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Having 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That name is hexagon. That name is hexagon. Now if a polygon having 7 sides, that name is septagon. Septagon. And if a polygon having 8 sides, then his name of that polygon is octagon. Octagon. And if a polygon having 9 side shape, 9 line segments, then name of that polygon is nonagon. Okay. And if the polygon having 10 shape figure, then name of that polygon is decagon. Okay. Now what's the name when a polygon having 3 sides? Then name of that polygon is triangle. And if the polygon having 4 sides, then name of that polygon is quadrilateral. If the polygon having 5 sides, the name of that polygon is pentagon. If the polygon having 6 sides, name of that polygon is hexagon. Okay. And if the polygon having 7 sides, his name of that polygon is septagon. Now we can draw the polygons having 7 sides. Shape of that polygon is like hexagon, means shape of septagon in which 7 sides are there in this figure. Shape of septagon is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. In this 7 line segment is there. So name of that polygon is septagon. So you can also draw like this: octagon, nonagon and decagon. How we draw septagon, octagon? Like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Like this way you can draw nonagon and decagon. Now next is about diagonals, means diagonal. What is diagonal? Diagonal is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of the polygon. Means diagonal is a line segment that made up of joining the non-consecutive vertices. These are non-consecutive vertices. These are consecutive vertices. Means these vertices are continuously in the figure. See, in quadrilateral, we take one example of quadrilateral type, that is rectangle. What is the diagonal in this shape? Diagonal is made up of a line segment connecting the non-consecutive vertices of any polygon. Diagonal is made up of joining the two non-consecutive vertices. Then this is known as diagonal of that figure, that polygon. This is called diagonal. These are non-consecutive vertices and these are both are consecutive vertices. Okay, understood about diagonal? Now about polygons, means polygons, how many types, or you can classify the polygons in different parts. First is concave polygon, next one is convex polygon, next is regular polygon and irregular polygon. Okay, in first is characterized into 4 parts. Polygon is having 4 parts. First one is concave polygon. Next one is convex polygon. Next is regular polygon and last one is irregular polygon. Now how we can identify these polygons? Means what is concave polygon, what is convex, what is regular, what is irregular. First one is concave polygon. In concave polygon, one angle is greater than 180 degree. Means what are the properties of this concave polygon? One angle of this polygon is greater than 180 and concave has diagonal exterior. Means concave has a portion of their diagonal in their exterior. Means one diagonal. Other property is diagonal make outside the figure. For example, see this figure. In this, diagonal is made outside this figure. So this is concave polygon. Okay. And in convex polygon, angle is interior angle. In convex polygon, interior angle is less than 180 degree. Okay. Means in convex polygon, see this example of convex polygon. In this, all these interior angle, these are interior angles. These all interior angles are less than 180 degree and its diagonal lies inside the figure. All the diagonals lies inside the figure. These are the properties of convex polygon. Okay. Now regular polygon. In this regular polygon, all sides angles are equal. For example, equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all sides are equal and all angles are equal. This is regular polygon. Okay. In irregular polygon, in that figure, all angles and sides are not equal. And in irregular polygon, you take example of rectangle also, because in rectangle shape, sides are not equal but angles are equal. So we can take this example for irregular polygon also. Okay. In this, sides are not equal. Depend on the size. We can check sides also. Okay. Only sides also. So, and this sign denotes this sign. This sign indicates the regular. Means this side is equal to this and this. Regularity. And you can use this sign, double sign also, because in rectangle opposite sides are equal. So this is equal to this and double this is equal to this. So this sign, this symbol indicates the regularity, means equality of lines. Understood? This is about concave polygon, convex polygon, regular and irregular, and how we can use these in exercise. So next time we take some examples related to these also. Okay. Now one more thing, in that polygons which we have done, means triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, these are the names of some polygon according to their number of side. This side is 3-side polygon. Name of this polygon is triangle. Name of this polygon is quadrilateral. Okay. And name of this polygon having 5 sides is pentagon. Now we discuss about how we can find the sum of angles of these polygons. Means we know about triangle, we know about quadrilateral also, means 4 sides, in this we know sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We have already done this type of questions in our previous class. Means sum of angles of triangle is equals to 180. Okay, but how we can find this? By using a general expression, we can find the sum of interior angles of any polygon. If polygon having 10 sides, we can find very easily. If a polygon having 5 sides, then we can also find the interior angles, sum of the interior angles of that polygon. So by using this expression, general expression is find the sum of interior angles of polygon. Sum of interior angles of polygon, that is expression is n minus 2 multiplied by 180. N minus 2 take in brackets. And n is what is n? N is the number of sides of that polygon. Okay. See how we can find the sum of interior angles of triangle. Triangle having 3 sides. Now put in this value of n is equal to 3 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 3 minus 2, 1 multiplied by 180. First solve the brackets term. Don't like this multiply by 2 directly. Some students do like this 2 multiply 180 after subtract from this from 3. So first solve this bracket term, then after 1 is multiplied by 120. Our answer is 120. Like this way, by using this general expression for finding sum of interior angles of polygon, that is n minus 2 into 180. Okay. Now like this way find the angles, so sum of angles, sum of these all angles of quadrilateral. How we can find? In quadrilateral, what is the number of side? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Put the value of n. 4. 4 minus 2 into 180. 4 minus 2, 2. Multiply 180. 18 to the 36 and 1 0. Multiply 0 as it is. Like this way you can multiply. Okay. So we know sum of angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. Like this way we can find. Now what is the sum of interior angles of these pentagon? Now find for pentagon. Only put the value of n. Number of side is 5. 5 minus 2, 3 multiply 180. 18 3s are 54. 540 degree. Sum of angles of pentagon is 540 degree. Like this way, by using this general expression, we can find sum of interior angles of any polygon. Polygon is closed curve, which is made up of line segments. Okay, understood this expression? Now let us start about quadrilateral. About the types of some quadrilateral we discussed. So what is quadrilateral? Now we discuss about quadrilateral. Means different type of quadrilaterals and their properties we use in this chapter for solving our questions. So these are important. Quadrilaterals, different types of quadrilaterals have different shapes. First one is parallelogram. In this type of quadrilateral, opposite sides are parallel. Okay, and one by one we discuss about properties of these quadrilaterals. Second one is rhombus. This is also quadrilateral, means having 4 sides. You know, rectangle is also a quadrilateral, square is also a quadrilateral, and kite shape, and trapezium is also a quadrilateral. Okay, one by one we discuss about these properties. Parallelogram. Parallelogram is a type of quadrilateral in which opposite means each pair of opposite side is parallel. Means parallel shape of parallelogram is like this. Opposite sides are parallel. Each pair of opposite side is parallel. And what are the properties of these parallelogram? First property is opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Okay, opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. These sides are equal, these sides are equal. Second property is opposite angles are equal. Means this angle is equal to this. Suppose this is angle 1, this is angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So third property is diagonals bisect one another. Means diagonals bisect each other. So what are the properties of parallelogram? First one is opposite sides are equal. Then opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. After that, diagonals bisect one another. Diagonals bisect one another. These are three properties of parallelogram. One another. This is a parallelogram in which these sides are equal and parallel to each other. Opposite sides are parallel and equal to each other. Draw it properly. We draw on board rough sketch only. Okay. Opposite sides are equal and parallel, and these opposite angles are equal. Last one is diagonals bisect. Bisect means they divide each other into equal two parts. This is diagonal. Write the name A, B, C, D. Write this name. And diagonal cut each other at O point. Diagonal bisect means these diagonal bisect each other at equal parts. Means AO is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. These parts are equally cut with each other. Means diagonal cut each other into equal parts. Understood? These are the properties of parallelogram. Parallelogram is a type of quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel and equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect one another. Okay. Now, other is about rhombus, in which all sides are equal. What is the shape of rhombus? In which all sides are equal. This satisfies all the properties of parallelogram. But what is the difference between rhombus and parallelogram? In parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, but in rhombus, all these sides are equal, and it satisfies all the properties of parallelogram. Means in it, opposite sides are equal and opposite angles are equal, and last one is diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Means in rhombus, these diagonals are cut each other but perpendicularly cut. Means angle between these diagonals is 90 degree. Diagonals of rhombus cut perpendicularly to each other. means diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Okay. Now next one is about rectangle. In rectangle, you all know opposite sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree. These angles are 90 degree, opposite angles are equal. Okay. And in this, diagonals are also equal. This diagonal is equal to this diagonal. Name of this figure is ABCD, which is diagonal. AC is the diagonal. That is equal to BD. Understood this property? Now next is about sphere, in which all the sides are equal. About square, you all know. This also satisfies all the properties of parallelogram. This is a square in which all the sides are equal and each angle is 90 degree, means perpendicular to each other sides. And all the properties of parallelogram, rhombus and rectangle, this sphere satisfy all the properties of parallelogram, rhombus and rectangle. Okay. And what is the shape of trapezium? What is the shape of trapezium? Shape of trapezium is like this. One side is smaller, other side is greater, but in this one pair of opposite sides are parallel. One pair of opposite side is parallel. This is the shape of trapezium. And kite shape is like this. This is the kite shape. In kite shape, exactly two pairs of equal, means in this consecutive sides are equal. Simple form you can say these sides are equal. Okay. And diagonals are perpendicular to each other. These are some general properties of some types of quadrilateral. Most of students all know about this because you have learned this in your previous class. Some general properties of these figures about rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, kite shape and about trapezium. So now tell me one question. See, in this figure how many diagonals have? Means a triangle have how many diagonals? How we can make diagonals? In this figure, in quadrilateral, this is a regular quadrilateral. How many diagonals this figure having and how many diagonals this figure having? Diagonal is made up of, how can we construct diagonal? By joining two non-consecutive vertices of that polygon, we construct diagonal. In this figure, we see this figure, we have two diagonals. We can make two diagonal for this figure. But for this figure, how many diagonals we can make? How we can join opposite vertices? So this figure has no diagonal, means zero number of diagonals we can make in this figure. Understood? So next figure is pentagon. In pentagon, how many diagonals we have? Now draw all the diagonals of this figure. That polygon name is pentagon. Means in this polygon having 5 sides. This type of shape this figure has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these are the vertices A, B, C, D and like this, D and E. Now how we can make diagonals in this figure? Start joining the opposite vertices. 1, after that 2, now 3. Now we can join these opposites 4 and 5. Like this way we can draw diagonals of this pentagon figure. Now for hexagon, shape of hexagon is this. How many diagonals we can draw in this? Try yourself. This is for your homework. How many diagonals this hexagon have? How many diagonals we can draw in this figure? Okay. Now next question we take about regular or irregular polygons. Means in hexagon shape, see this, regular or irregular means equal sides having polygon. If polygon having equal side, then we can say this is regular polygon. But in hexagon, see the shape of hexagon. One like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this, almost all the sides are equal because we draw roughly sketch on this. All the sides are equal, so this is called regular polygon, regular hexagon. Okay. If we draw hexagon like this, this is irregular hexagon because all sides are not equal. Okay. Now your homework is try to solve question number 4, question number 4, 5 and question number only 4 and 5 of exercise 3.1. Try to solve these questions. Only 2 questions is for homework. Next exercise we will continue with our next lecture. Okay. In our next lecture, we will continue with exercise 3.1 and about some other topics. This is all about general introduction of this chapter only. Okay? Only general introduction of this chapter, understanding quadrilaterals. Only you have to try 2 questions. These 2 questions based on our general discussion of today's lecture. Okay? So try to solve these 2 questions only, question number 4 and 5. If you want to try the complete exercise, then you can do. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. In next lecture, we will continue with 3.1.